Hi, I'm Lexi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this week's video is a vlog about my experience trying to get some clothes tailored because, one thing that I'm after is clothes that are like well made and well fit and will last me a long time in my life. But I have been having problem finding clothes that fit me really well. I know I'm definitely not the only person that struggles with this, and I was like, I'm gonna get clothes tailored, and my experiences were not like what I thought. I thought that they were gonna come out fitting me perfectly. And in reality, there's only so much a tailor can do. I kind of filmed it over the course of 3 weeks, so you'll be going through this journey with me. Today is the start of a vlog. I've never done this before. I've never done a vlog before. We'll see how it works. Maybe you guys will never see this footage because I'll just not know how to do it or finish it, and it might suck. But today I'm going to be going and getting my stuff tailored, and I want to like kind of document that. I've gotten things tailored before. Some of the things have worked out, some of the things have not worked out. But I've never gotten things that is like as complicated as this tailored, like taken in the shoulders. Usually when I get things tailored, it's like right here. And my biggest complaint about when I get things tailored is that they never take it in here. They just take it in the sides because it's easy. A lot of tailoring shops won't do complicated tailoring. Even if you ask them, they'll say no. Or you'll say, I need this to fit right. And then they'll just go, oh yeah, here we go. This is how we do it. And then if you don't know a lot about garment construction, or you don't understand what you really need, and which, like, of course, because we're not experts, right? That we would expect the tailors to be. Anyway, you don't understand that what really needs to happen is it needs darts or something like that, or it needs to get taken in the shoulders. So I have decided to go to what I understand is like the best tailor in the city. It's been recommended to me by like wedding dress people. My best friend just took her wedding dress there. I'm going to be taking my wedding dress there in a few more weeks. And they just do really complicated, like, but well done tailoring. So I'm going to be taking a few things there. So let me show you guys the things that I'm going to be taking in and why. Okay. So this is the first thing that I'm going to be taking into the tailor. And a lot of people really liked it on me. I really like it on me, except, do you guys see how like it's a little bit comically wide? You see this part here? This is because the shoulder pad, like this is the edge of my shoulder, and that's why it's doing that. The shoulder pads don't start until right here. My shoulders are too close to the inner edge. Like the shoulder pads just stick out a little bit. So what I want, and I think it's because it's a little too big in the shoulders. It's not supposed to be quite like that. So if you guys can see, I need it taken in like right here. Now, and then that fits so much better. I do like it a little oversized, so maybe I squeezed it too much, but this is a whole thing. This is a whole, like, getting this part of a suit taken in. Some people say you might as well just buy a new suit if it doesn't fit in the shoulders. And that's like good advice if, like, how do I put this? If I got a suit that fit me in the shoulders, it would be too small in the rest. I'm going to take this in today. I don't know if they'll be able to do it, but this is one of the best tailors in this city, and they're supposed to be people that really they do wedding stuff. They do it like where it's like, I don't care how much it costs, I want this done. So I'm going to take it in today and see what they say. This is not the only thing. Let me show you what else. Okay, surprise, surprise. The other thing is also a suit jacket. Now this, it's, once again, it's supposed to be oversized, but it's not supposed to be like falling off my shoulders. So once again, if I just took it in, like do this a little bit right here, this is more how it's supposed to fit. Like just not even taking it in a lot, just a little. And I feel like it fits the way it's supposed to. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think like right now this is a bit comical, whereas if you just pull it like this, you actually see more of the point. It actually goes up to a point more, where with it oversized, the point kind of falls down straight. It's not supposed to be a straight. It's supposed to be a point. It's supposed to be like this. And that's with me holding the back. So I'm going to go see if they can do this one as well. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to do it. The other garment I'm taking, these are all my Aggie clothes because they're like, I don't know, I just really like them. And they're not stretchy. They're all natural fibers. So that's why they need to get taken in. This is the other one. I talked about this before. I already showed you guys. Like all dresses, it's too big in the shoulders, like all dresses. So what happens is because it's too big in the shoulders, there's extra fabric here, and then it just like gapes open. Now it's supposed to be low cut down to my stomach, but fabric's supposed to be held tight enough that it stays straight like this. So you're really only seeing a sliver. With it too big in the shoulders, there's extra fabric here, and it just is like open over my boobs. Okay, so this I got, this next one I got from Rent the Runway. It's by the brand, was it Ronnie Kobo? And this is also too big in the shoulders. I feel like it does that thing where it is also supposed to be like, it's supposed to be scandalous, but there's supposed to be enough tension here that it sort of holds the panel like against your chest. Now when there's extra, it just, like it's not supposed to, you guys can see my boobs. It's not supposed to just do that. And also you can tell because it does this in the back as well. And you know, it's not a stretchy fabric, so it can't be dead tight, but just taking in a little bit at the shoulder, I mean, look how much better that is. I just feel like it would fit so much better if I had a little tailoring. And also, I'm not sure about this butt. These darts are almost like not long enough. I don't know if they need to get taken in either. I'm gonna ask the opinion of the tailor and we'll see. The next item is this polka dot blouse. And I've already showed you, this is, in order for me to wear this and not just have it also completely open, I've got to have it pinned. And I love this sort of neckline. I think this neckline is very flattering on me, but I can't make it work if everything's too big in the shoulders. So I'm gonna be having them take that in as well. The last two items are, once again, two more Aggie tops. And like, I love the way the brand fits my body, but it's just too big in the shoulders. But that's, you guys, that's true for any top that is on a t-shirt, which is why you've seen me like wear so many t-shirts. So many of my styles are like suit with a t-shirt, or like, you know, and anything else cute, but with a t-shirt or a sweater, because sweaters are stretchy, t-shirts are stretchy. I don't have this problem. But this top, and this one has the exact same pattern. The whole time I wear it, I'm like, if I like move my shoulder the wrong way, it falls down. And so it's even unstretched, it's slightly too big. So I think what I need them to do is just pull the elastic a little tighter. I'm gonna ask her, because I don't wanna get rid of any fabric because I love how poofy it is. So we'll ask her if it's possible to just pull the elastic a little tighter. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So I'm taking them in and we're gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna go like put my regular clothes back on and we're gonna go do that right now. So this is what vloggers do, right? They vlog in the car, but I have to keep my eyes on the road. So how do they do this? I don't know. On my way to the tailors, there's actually, I'm just gonna like reach over without looking. There's actually this other dress that I didn't tell you guys about. I wanted to take it to the tailor and then I realized it's dirty, so I have to take it to the dry cleaner. I got it tailored at Nordstrom. I didn't buy it at Nordstrom. I got it online. It wasn't very expensive, but they have a tailor at Nordstrom. I was getting some other stuff tailored and I brought this in too. You don't have to, like, you can use their tailors. And I was really disappointed. They just took in the sides, and even though there are specifically darts and stuff and seams at the waist that they could have taken in, they did not. They did not take it in. They just took in the sides, and then they took up the shoulder, but then they didn't make the armhole bigger. So the armhole is like so tight it hurt me. I wore it to my bridal shower and it hurt the whole time. And then now because of that, there's like some deodorant marks on it. So I have to get it cleaned before I can get it tailored. But I was really, really disappointed with them. And I don't think, and then I went and looked at the website, and it specifically says they only do, like, they only take, they can hem stuff, and they'll take things in at the side, and that was it. Like, I was like, really? I was just surprised. I did have my Veronica Beard blazer, and I needed the sleeves like hemmed, but because there was buttons, they were like, oh, we'll just unstitch it from the shoulder and then bring it, and then move the whole sleeve up and do it that way. And that's like a fairly complicated tailoring job. Like, how hard would it have been to take in the darts on my dress? Like, but that they don't do that. They only take in things at the side. So it needs to get retailored, which is fairly disappointing because I paid like $40 to get it tailored because it was like a rush job. It was very uncomfortable to wear, and I don't think it was very flattering because it was like tight enough, but it was still like baggy under the under boob. It's like, you gotta get the under boob tailored if you have big boobs. Like, that makes the hugest difference, because if you don't get the under boob tailored, it just makes you lose all like waist definition, you lose the definition here, like it just is bad. So taking her to the dry cleaners and then gonna pay to have it retailored. Hopefully they can do something about the arm being too tight. I don't know if they can make the armhole bigger or what, but that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. So who knows when that will happen. I just dropped the dress off at the dry cleaners and they had chocolates. Ooh, it's milk chocolate with almonds. I approve. It's worth going to that dry cleaner just for the chocolate. I feel very weird driving this car. Everything is like adjusted for a very big man. And I've moved the seat, but my fiance bought this car. It's a Yaris. It's like the tiniest car from the outside, but the inside is like super spacious because he's a big guy. But it's kind of funny. You can call it the blueberry because it's blue and it's like very round and little. But it's only a little car because there's like no back. There's like no back seat. Well, there's a very tiny back seat, but most of the time he keeps it down so there's like a little bit of a trunk. But it's the only reason why it looks little. It's actually quite large. Okay, much bigger inside than my Beetle. We both have little cars. I don't know who we are. I'm so used to my backup camera that backing up in a car without it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit things. How did we ever function before backup cameras? Wait, where are my sunglasses? It's getting bright out. So this tailor that I'm taking the clothes to is considered one of like the better tailors in the city, right? They are, the reason why people take their wedding dresses there is because they'll actually do like complicated tailoring. I don't know how much all this is going to cost. I'm especially worried about the suits. But moreover, I think this is going to take a long time. I think she's going to be like, come back in 2 months when this stuff is ready. Because it's wedding season, guys. It's August. It's like peak wedding season. Everyone's trying to get their wedding dresses tailored. I myself will be coming back here in like 3 weeks with my wedding dress. I said I was going to give myself until the end of August just because... I don't know. I'm still like working out. I'm still trying to like tone up. I have this fantasy of being like this Adonis. What's the girl version of Adonis? Anyway, but it's not going to happen. I'm just me. But I also haven't found the right shapewear yet. I haven't found the right undergarments. I haven't found the right bra. I've got some, I tried to order some Skims, but they were sold out on the website. So I bought a pair off Poshmark and they were knockoffs. Like they were literally knockoffs. I went to Nordstrom and they have Skims there and they had ones that like weren't in my size but the same, and they're like different. They were different. It was a knockoff. So I told Poshmark, got my money back, but I still had the knockoff Skims. So I tried them on and they just like, they don't work. They don't do their job. Just FYI, don't be trying to buy Skims off Poshmark. Like if you see someone selling like 28 pairs of them, it's because they're fake. So anyway, long story short, I still haven't found the right undergarments, so that's mostly what I'm freaking out about. Like if I don't know yet how to get what I need to wear under my dress. It's a thin fabric, so I need something, I want something that like creates smooth lines, but I also feel like I need something that's like really like with boning, because I want it to fit nice, and so I want there to be like a stiffness. The same reason why Victorians wore corsets. A few people tight-laced, right? But it was mostly just to keep your figure static, to keep a straight, solid shape, so that when you tailor it, it doesn't like wrinkle up. It like fits smoothly because the fabric's not stretched. So I was looking at things with boning, but it's really hard to find things with boning. Everything is just Spanx now. Everything is just tight. The Jets jersey. By the way, a particular Jets jersey offends me. I'm from Wisconsin. Brett Favre left Wisconsin to go to the Jets. Are you kidding me? And this is the jersey? No. Brett Favre is dead to me. He's dead to me. Anyway, I digress. Point is, I'm not ready to get my wedding dress tailored yet. because I don't have the right undergarments, and I'm kind of freaking out about that because I sort of, it was like, oh, that's next month, that's next month. It's not like August 4th or 5th or something. So like, no, that's in like literally 3 weeks, and things take a while to get shipped. So now I'm like going nuts and buying all of the undergarments, and then I'm just going to return the ones that don't fit. Like I'm buying a couple of vintagey type that are more like a girdle, which is what I really want. I want like a girdle. Yeah, I want a girdle. That's about it. I don't know. I'm going to talk to her when I'm there. So this, bringing my clothes there is not just because it's a complicated tailoring job and she's the best, but also because it's like a trial run for my wedding to see if I get along with her, to see if I feel like listened to. Because that's definitely something that I've found with tailors. I feel like they don't listen to me and what I want. So we'll see. We'll see. And that's enough car vlogging for now because it's stressing me out. This is the inside of the tailoring shop. It's a really small shop, and there was actually another woman there getting her wedding dress tailored, so I didn't really end up filming anything in there. I did take like one picture in the fitting room of how they were like pinning the shoulder of the suit, which I'm super excited about. But there was also someone else waiting to use the fitting room and get stuff tailored as well, so I kind of had to hurry. Sorry. I just left the tailor's and it was $360. Like that's a lot, but it's 7 pieces and the suits were $80 each. The blouses with the elastic were $25 each, and then the blouses with that just need shoulders taken in and the dresses were $50 each, which is not that bad. And you know, it sucks. I'm getting a refund from Bravissimo because I returned all those swimsuits that I didn't keep, and that refund is almost the exact same amount as the cost of the tailoring. So I was going to put that money in my savings account, but now it's a wash. So I'm not spending like extra money, but I'm not getting the money back that I thought I would. But I know that this is the right choice. I know that by tailoring these clothes, I'm going to actually wear them. I'll be more likely to wear them if they fit me right, but it's you know, this is just part of life. Like no one's going to make clothes that fit me perfectly or fit you perfectly or anyone else. You know, I just wish that, you know, when I bought clothes, I thought about that more. Like, oh, hey, no, it's actually going to be $50 more because you'll have to get it tailored. Okay, well, I will see you guys in 3 weeks when I go to pick up the stuff. 3 weeks later, 3 weeks have gone by. I'm picking up my clothes from a tailor. I'm really excited, but also this is the appointment at which I'm getting my wedding dress tailored by the same people. So like I have all sorts of feelings about that are not related to the clothes I'm picking up, but I'm still really excited for the clothes because the floral dress in particular I want to wear tomorrow. We're celebrating my birthday, which was actually 2 days ago, but I was working that day, and I guess there are like surprise activities that we're doing, and I want to wear the floral dress. Good stuff. Finding a parking spot in the ramp. I found one. I'm very nervous. I'm so nervous my stomach is upset because I'm not happy with my wedding dress. It was sold to me as a custom dress because I basically changed the length of the skirt. It was a short dress. Though it's a wedding dress company, but they just make some dresses that are short and some that are long. And I just wanted a long bottom on it. And they were like, well, since we're making a custom to your custom design, we can make it custom to your measurements. All they did was give me size it to an off the rack size based on my biggest measurement. It's huge on me. And it's made to a scale. It's all fucked up, and I'm nervous that they won't be able to save it, but this is the best tailor in the city. Me tailoring these other clothes was kind of like a test run to see if they could fix my wedding dress, which I'm so upset about. And maybe I'll eventually do a video about that, but don't want to like spoil it before the wedding, and also just don't want to like dwell in the bitterness of being sold a idea for a lot of money that something was custom when they just made it off the rack, not even to fit me.
and has paid like literally thousands extra for it to be custom. And because I have like a very disproportionate body shape, like a torso that is way shorter proportionally, and larger boobs that are bigger proportionally, and like a weird wide but flat hips, a high waist. Like obviously, like, this sounds like I'm trashing my body. I generally think I look really good, but clothes never fit me right, like very rarely. So I thought that the wedding dress would be the one time in my life when a garment fit me perfectly, and instead they just gave me something off the rack, and it needs a lot of work, and that's really disheartening. So I don't know what to do about that, and hopefully these people can help me.
Once again, I was not able to really film in the tailoring shop. There was another bride there, and that's kind of like a special moment. I'm not trying to film while someone else is having their moment. And there was also someone else waiting for the fitting room, so I had to be kind of fast and just tried on this, me filming this one thing.
I just did the tailoring, and so the first thing that happened is I got the wedding dress fitting, and you know, spent a good portion of that crying because I'm so unhappy with my dress, and that is a topic for another video after the wedding. But yeah, I wasn't not happy when I went in. I was crying through most of the fitting because what I was hoping they could do, they were like, we can't do that. There's not enough fabric. But we managed to find something that I feel better about. Now, I was starting to feel a little better, but I was still feeling like crap. Then I tried on the clothes they tailored that previously, the jackets and the dresses, and they did such a nice job. I feel so much better about my wedding dress too, because they did such a nice job with this tailoring. I feel a lot better. I have to go in for another fitting for the wedding dress where it's like mid, where everything's taken apart, because they have to completely take it apart. But I think it's going to be better. And the other clothes I got tailored made me feel better about my wedding dress. But this is not about my wedding dress, this video. It's about my Aggie clothes and the Ronnie Kobo dress. So that is what this video is about. I'm going to go home. We're going to try them all on properly in the same like light that we tried the other ones on. So we can do like a side-by-side comparison. I think they look amazing. Before I felt like they all needed to be safety pinned just like right here and like right in the shoulder. And now I don't feel that way at all. So it's good. It's good. Gotta go home now. It's been a journey today, and that's just one step on a longer journey. That's all. It's time to go. Okay, so in summing up my experience with the tailor, I'm going to show you item by item. The tops that I took were mostly fine. The one with the paper cranes on it and the floral one were very simple alterations because, hello Pablo, because the tops were already like an elasticized shoulder across here, all it needed happening was like the elastic needed to get made a little tighter so they didn't fall down. That one was pretty straightforward. They don't fit me like perfectly, but they didn't to begin with. They're a little loose in here, but that's okay because they're not stretchy. So they're always going to be like if you're sitting a lot or if you get bloated or I put on weight, there's a little extra room there. And I don't think that they need to fit like perfectly to my body to look good because they're kind of more casual tops. The polka dot top is a little different. I didn't realize, so I brought it up in the shoulders, but it raised the whole center part up. Is it like a placket? Is it called a placket, Pablo? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it raised the whole center part up, and it changed the shape of the bust more than I thought it would more than I realized it would. I didn't want it to look like each boob had like its own little like pouch. That would have been weird. Okay, he's not going to be happy till he's on me. But I think it looks good. I think it looks good. It fits a lot better. I mean, basically my bra isn't hanging out, and in that shirt, that's not the effect I wanted. I didn't want my bra to be hanging out because it's supposed to be a shirt that I can wear like during the day to work or something, and maybe then after work and still have it be cute, but not have like my boobs literally hanging out. The dresses were okay. So I found that the floral print dress, bringing up the shoulders, helped it somewhat. It did not help it as much as I wanted, but I think that if they brought the center, like if they brought it in any more at the neck, at the shoulders, it would have like thrown the whole like shape of the dress off too much. As it is already, you can see that the knot kind of like comes up in the center more than it used to, because I'm just pulling up right here, but I'm not pulling up, the fabric didn't get pulled up here. So it is creating a little bit like going up in the center kind of vibe. And that's just like a part of how the dress, like the alteration I made to the dress. Is it possible, like if money were no object, would it be possible to get that to fit me perfectly? I'm not sure, because now that and this is something I learned with the jackets as well, to get it to fit around my bust perfectly in a way that is like the most like best fit, I think that would require adding seams where there aren't any. And that's not what I asked them to do. I guess if money were no object, they could like they could add those seams, but then I think it would start to throw off the design of the dress. Like at a certain point, I'm compromising the lines and design of the dress. The purple dress, however, I think fits perfectly. Oh, he's purring. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The purple dress, however, okay, this is a little distracting. The purple dress, however, fits really, really well. And I think part of that is because that center ruched seam is elastic. So it's able to shape to my body a little bit better, obviously, than something that's not elastic. So that one worked really well. And I think that it's really flattering on me. And I want to wear it. I don't have anywhere to wear it. Like I was thinking about wearing it to a wedding, but the tailoring, I procrastinated getting it to a tailor, so the wedding came and went while the dress was at the tailor. So that's not great, but I really want to wear it somewhere, so I might find, oh, Pablo's really insistent. Okay, I might find a place to wear it. Now, let's talk about the jackets. So the jackets were the things that I was most excited about. So in the beginning, I did this thing where I was like, see how much better they fit if you take them in here. And it's true that when I held them right here, they fit better. However, they couldn't do that. So what they could do is bring in the shoulder a little here, which is helpful because the black one, the shoulders were so wide that the shoulder pads didn't even start till the edge of my shoulder. And so therefore the shoulder pads were like tilted down because there wasn't any like foundation upon which to rest, if that makes sense. Bringing them, so they brought it all in a little bit at the shoulders, and now it fits in a way where it like, the shoulders don't slope downwards, the shoulders fit. However, I still think that it's too big in here. When I held it in here, that did bring it in here, and that gave a little bit better of a fit, but that's not possible. And I realized that how I was holding it, it would have meant that there had to be some sort of seam here. They could have taken in the entire collar all the way around, but then the collar piece would not have been quite the right shape or fit the new hole where they took it in. So this is a question of, I bought a suit that doesn't have the seams that, in order to get the shape that I envisioned, the suit that I bought would have had to have been constructed differently. Okay, it would have had to have seams, probably a seam right here. And my suit doesn't have that. I could have had them maybe try to put a sleeve in right there, but then the whole of the arm would not have been the right shape and fit either, like the sleeve piece. So it gets really complicated. If these suits had been the type where there wasn't an actual formal collar, and like my other black blazer that I own is like that, it doesn't actually have a collar, it's like a sleek look collarless blazer, that could have maybe worked. I could have taken it in like here as I did with the dresses, but this isn't going to work with the suit. And so I think that it's still a little bit boxier in through here than I wanted and I envisioned it. But realistically, I think this is the best that I'm going to be able to do with these particular jackets. And I think that unfortunately, I've learned a kind of expensive lesson in to pay more attention, like not just assuming that everything can be tailored the way that I need it to be tailored, and to pay stricter attention to how the seams are. So I think that in retrospect, I wish I would have just like returned the jacket and not gotten it, but it is what it is. The white one is boxy still also. However, I mind it less in the white one because the white one is supposed to be a boxy jacket. The black one is supposed to fit in a tighter way, but just with exaggerated shoulders. It's supposed to have like a brought in waist look and be more form fitted. So it is frustrating that it's a little big right here. The white one is supposed to be boxy. So by bringing it in here, the point now is vertical as it was supposed to be. But it is still boxy here, but that's okay because it's boxy in the bottom too. It's boxy all over. It's a boxy jacket, and so I'm okay with that. One thing I never mentioned about the black jacket though is that it is also intended to be somewhat of an outdoor jacket. Like it's thicker than a regular blazer, and even in the listing on the website, it says that it can be an indoor or outdoor jacket, and that it's made like with enough padding and stuff to be outdoors. So it is a little boxy in here, but I actually can imagine myself wearing it over like a sweater or something and it's still fitting. And that's really cool because that gives me a lot more options with versatility. And I think I am going to get a lot of wear out of this, just not like quite in the way that I envisioned. But that's okay because the weather here in Seattle is such that a jacket that's sort of a hybrid, like indoor-outdoor jacket is kind of perfect. So I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this jacket. It's just a little disappointing because it did not become with tailoring what I thought that it would. But like I said before, that's my fault with not realizing the structure of the garment was such that there wasn't the seaming already built into the design that would allow me to have it tailored to fit perfectly around my bust. So all in all, this was a good experience. I have been getting a few more things tailored lately, and I'm learning even more about garment construction than I knew before. And that's always a plus. It just sucks when you learn it at the expense of your wallet. And I will be very careful in buying blazers from now on, like much more careful than I was with these. And yeah, but I would love to hear if you guys have any experience with tailors, how you guys go about figuring out if something can be tailored before you buy it, or like I guess the whole experience has left me disillusioned with the idea of tailoring. It's left me a little bit disillusioned with the idea of custom clothing as well. Just the dealing with tailors that I've had to deal with not only these clothes, but also my wedding, my fiance's custom suit for his wedding, my custom wedding dress. And a lot of these places that do tailoring really don't know how to do anything else than straight, like take in the side, an inch down each side, hem the pants and things like that. And that's kind of crazy and kind of sad, but that's life, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this style of like vlog type video. It's kind of new for me because I actually filmed the video over the course of like a month. So that's kind of a new thing for me to do. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye. Let's go.